Welcome back to Popo's Woodworks. Today's project I'm going to be working on today is going to be, well, I guess we're going to call it a shoe bench. It's going to be a bench and it's going to hold shoes. So I guess it's going to be a shoe bench. So anyhow, it doesn't look like it's, I've seen a picture online, it doesn't look like it's that complicated. My wife's aunt wants one and I'm so darn far behind on wood projects now, I don't know what to do. I got more wood projects than I got time to get them done. So I haven't been putting a lot on my channel because believe it or not, if any of y'all do wood projects, you can rip right through them a whole lot quicker than you can try getting the camera set up and trying to do the videos amongst all the screw ups in the video and all that hoopla, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started on this thing. I bought three, if it's enough, I don't know, but I bought three 2x6 by 8 foot long untreated boards from Lowe's. And I'm hoping with all that, because the bench is going to be 40 inches long, so I'm hoping it's going to be enough wood because I really don't want to have to go back to the store. So let's get started and see what we can do with this thing. All right, here's where we are now. I got those three, well, it's 2, 4, 6 pieces here that's stacked up on top of each other. They're cut down at 15.5 inches long. They're going to sit up and they're going to be up and down in between. It's going to be 3 sections, one in the middle, one on the end, and this end. Now these are 40 inches long, those two boards, and along with those. Now the seat itself I left alone, but the uprights, the 3 sets of uprights, and these here, I put them on my table saw and I cut them down and knocked off a 1/2 inch on the edge. Reason I did that is I want the seat to have just a little bit of an overhang, so me knocking a 1/2 inch off each board should give it a 1/2 inch overhang on each end, or each side rather. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get some pocket holes drilled in all those and start assembling it. That way you'll see what I'm talking about. I got the pocket holes in, so this is gonna be the bottom. And of course, as you can see, I'm gonna put this one and use the pocket hole screws and mount it to this. I'm also going to use Titebond 3, and I'm gonna throw a bead of glue all the way down to make sure it sits, and then use my clamps I got over here to squeeze it together while I do the pocket holes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing put together. So here's what it looks like with the uprights on it. And basically all I did was I pocket holed and glued them to the bottom. And then I've got the pocket holes ready for the seat. And I went ahead and threw two where it will pull these two together. But you can see right here, this edge is just a touch off, but that ain't no big deal. I hit it with a belt sander. And I cut 2 planks. So these planks is gonna go here as a shelf. So in other words, what I would have done if I could do it all over is I would have bought two 2x4, correction, two 2x6 by 8s and one 2x6 by 10 foot long, and then I would have had enough to do exactly what I needed to do. But luckily I had that little board laying in my shop, sitting over there doing nothing, so I'm going to utilize that. So I'm going to go ahead and get those 2 pieces up here and get them attached, and then we'll move on along. So here's where we are now. I finally got it together. And as you notice, this little block here, once again, I had some scrap laying around. I decided I just put, I think I did 3.5 by 3.5, and just put them on each corner. That way, it'll get it up off the floor, make it sit, because if the floor is uneven where she's gonna put it, at least it'll help it set a little bit flatter. But anyway, let me show you my screw up that I did. Where I done the pocket holes here to screw in the top of the seat, I put the carriage in front of the horse and I put these shelves in first and of course glued them. So when I did that, it left me no room to get the drill. I even tried my smallest drill to be able to get them pocket holes in there. Yep, and I wasn't taking them back out. So, I don't know if you can see it, I just did the old-fashioned way and put the screws down through the top of the seat and then put in some wood putty across it. So once I stain it, which I'm fixing to do, you won't be able to tell no different. But this section here is where you can put just normal shoes, tennis shoes on the top and the bottom. And this section here, the reason it's so big is because she wanted to have a spot for her husband when he comes in and set both of his pair of boots, his work boots, when he comes in. So basically, you use the bench, you sit down on the bench, take your shoes off, throw them in the slot, go on about your business. When you're ready to go out the door, you sit back on the bench, throw your shoes on, and you're ready to rock. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put some stain on it, which I'm gonna do dark walnut. That's what she wanted, which I've already got, thank goodness. So let's go ahead and get that done. So this is what it looks like finished after I've got the stain on it. And like I said earlier, it's black walnut stain. Just do a little walkthrough. I think it turned out okay. But anyhow, quick easy build. Like I said early in the video, the lumber in this, if I would have bought two 2x6 by 8 foot and one 2x6 by 10, I'd have had enough to do this shelf here. And all I did is, the whole length is 40 inches, and then what I did right here is I just split it dead center at 20-inch mark to put the upright in the middle, so it's half and half. But basically that's it in a nutshell. If you got any questions, shoot me a comment. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And like always, thank you for watching, like and subscribe.